Hello and welcome back to another video by Crusader Valix Entertainment. Before we get into today's video, please remember to click the subscribe button to be notified of all future content. With that, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to another Age of Wonders 4 video guide. Today we're going to cover Story Realm 2, Enchanted Archipelago. We are going to choose normal difficulty, and Queen Saphira Goldheart will be accompanying us once again just to make sure we achieve victory. And for the sake of this video, I'll be skipping the cutscene here, but feel free to watch it if you'd like. Alright, we'll click through our faction information and starting magics. The main mission is to reach victory by any of the 3 standard methods, military, expansion, or magic, along with an optional quest objective. Now, I've done this a couple of times before, and I do believe that the optional objective is worth doing. So let's click, I will claim the realm and liberate it from the Siren Goddess. If you're looking for the easiest victory, then I'd recommend the following. In the early game, we'll first want to find the nearby city ruins and rebuild it for 100 Pyrium as quickly as we can. This will help our military power along with our economy early on. The NPCs in this one can be a little bit aggressive, so being able to defend ourselves is important. Next, we're going to want to expand to our third city. So after we've rebuilt the city ruins, we'll want to find a strategic location for the third city and then start building an outpost. During this time, we may run into the free city of Flotsom, so I'd recommend allying with them since they'll pay us tribute and they may assist us in combat. Now, just a note here early on, fisheries are very beneficial in this map. They are plentiful, and then as you build city structures, they will give additional bonuses such as production and gold. And with that, let us begin. And here are the city ruins that I was speaking about earlier. We will save up for a couple more turns and then we will turn these into a city. It looks like we have the option to get some rewards from this. I'll choose the Imperium for this one just so we can get that city built quicker. And then here, we'll choose the basic seafaring option. There's a lot of water on this map, so this will get us on the water a lot faster. And because of our reward choice, we can actually start building this city right now. And we will continue. It looks like we have actually found the optional objective already. I've never seen it spawn this close to our starting city, but this could be very, very good for us. So we will, next turn we'll see what the power requirements are, and if they're too high, we'll wait for our second hero and we'll build our army a little bit stronger before we try it. But let's continue. It looks like the strength is 840. We are at 317. We are definitely going to wait for some tier 2 and 3 units before we attempt this, along with 1 or 2 heroes that are at level 5 or so. That should get us right around that 800 to 900 mark so that we can actually take on this challenge. Here are one of the city structures that unlocked once we got a fishery. You can see it's going to give us 10 gold income, and it does require 1 fishery. Now, we will choose this, and you'll see that Fishmonger has also unlocked, and this will give us some food. So as we expand and obtain more fisheries, you'll see that there are, here we go, Grand Wharf. Once we get 2, this will be production. So we've got food, we've got gold, and we've got production just because we are expanding out into the water. So this is a good way to utilize the water to our advantage as we're expanding. Our second city has been founded. We will set it up with the standard workshop, storehouse, and then vendor. I'm going to train a pikeman just so something is here. So Penway was founded, and a scout. So I got a second scout just because the map is kind of big, so we'll get him out in the water and get him moving. And then we will continue. So as I'm exploring, I see this landmass is pretty large, and I don't think it would hurt to have our third city maybe over here after we clear out this infestation. It'll be able to expand, go out into the water and what have you, and then we should be blocked off by the water from any enemies that try to invade us. So we'll continue to expand, clear out these enemies, and then probably put an outpost either right here or one of these nodes right here.
I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
We'll see here on normal, there's a lot more NPC armies for us to have to take care of, and an NPC ruler is kind of just expanding however they want. We'll see if we have to fight them or not. If I remember correctly, we can ally with them, and they do help us along the way. So let's take some time, keep expanding, and see what we can do. Here is the free city of Flotsom, and it does not look like we can entertain them, or rather ally with them. I believe somebody else may have already allied with them. Go here. You see, we're ranked third. These guys are they're pretty aggressive, like I said. So third in military, third overall, second in expansion. So we're doing pretty okay there. Second in magic, and then second in economy. So I guess it's mostly just military we're kind of lagging behind on. So Flotsom under free cities, we can click on them. And, oh, you know what? My Whispering Stone is being used. So if we'll go here, withdraw. Go back to the diplomatic overview, free cities. There we go. Now we can give them a Whispering Stone. And so in 2 turns, we'll get this pack of cooperation. They'll open their borders, we'll be able to trade with them, and we can trade magic materials. So let's go back and see. Yeah, they're kind of just like in the heart of what's happening down here. Looks like this is an NPC army, uncertain if we're gonna have to fight them. They've got 2 more cities here, so they're already at 3 cities as well. Like I said, very aggressive. But if we get Flotsom on our side, we might be able to, if we have to fight them, we might be able to push it back a little bit. And let's continue. And now that we have 3 established cities and we're growing them, we found the optional quest objective, which just happens to be right in the middle of our territory. That'll make our lives a whole lot easier once we get strong enough to do it. Let's focus on the mid game. We're going to want to have 2 full armies. So we have, this one here that has our newest hero and then a few units, and then this one that has 2 heroes and a few units. We should be, we should build train a couple of chaplains. Very good support units. Dump 1 in each army, and then we'll want to get this one is going to Town Hall 2. We'll get some, we'll save up some gold. We'll get our knight put a knight in each army. Very good tier 3 unit. Oh, look, and then here, vassals will give us 10% or 10 more gold per tribute. So let's utilize that for some gold. But yeah, just prepping some army heal. We're going to clear out the small monster den, these NPC armies that are in our territory. Probably go over here, clear out the NPC armies here in the water, get our heroes some levels, and then we'll keep building our armies until we have 2 full armies with our 3 heroes. And then once we have, you know, our fisheries established, we should be able to... Oh, it looks like we already have enough for the fishmonger. We'll just keep, you know, building these city structures, building our economy, and then for our army, you know, we'll want to eventually have 3 full groups of 6 before we start actually expanding out and fighting people. Right now, I don't see a place for us to have a 4th city. I think we'll stick with 3 for the remainder of this. I was thinking a 4th just for the simple fact of having 4 heroes. You could have 2 heroes in your main army and then 1 hero in each of the other sub-armies just in case they get caught off guard. But I don't see that being an option for us here. So yeah, let's continue until we fill our armies and, you know, build our economy, and then we will want to, like I said earlier, upgrade to the Town Hall 3 so that we can get our knight unit here. Very good shock unit. I would like to emphasize just how good that they can be. And then hopefully we'll have enough to do the quest or optional quest objective. So we have gained enough allegiance with Flotsom to do a trade. I like to pay magic for whatever they're offering. Not typically draft, but right now it looks like it's production. That'll help us build faster. I don't tend to use magic as much as some other players, so this just makes more sense for me. So for 10 turns, we're going to trade 6 magic for 10 production, and this should help us expand quicker. It looks like we have found Nimue. This appears to be, I shouldn't say appears, I've done this before. This is the main enemy in this map. To achieve the military victory, we just go defeat her. We'll probably focus on that one just because we can probably end this in less than like 70 turns if we focus on just the military victory, whereas the other victory conditions will take much, much longer. So here is an entrance to the underground. If you click on the arrows, it'll actually take you to the underground. You can kind of see the layout. You can see we have a quest objective here. This goes to the stranded creations. So we met one of the survivors, and then this is probably the other. If you can't find one of these nodes, there are these cave entrances, if you will. Up here by the mini map, you can just toggle between the underground and above ground. It looks like the main enemy is right here. So this is a pretty small map. You can see, like, here's our 3 cities. Here are his 3 cities. The free city in the middle. And if you go underground here where we were, you can see that's probably the neutral NPC, or the other neutral NPC army that we're working towards finding. And then our main enemy is just right here. She has probably expanded. Oh yeah, no, she has an outpost right here, so she's probably expanding relatively quickly. It wouldn't shock me if she already has 2 or so cities. So we're just going to keep exploring and seeing what we can do. Trespassing apparently is not what we're going to be doing, so we'll just keep exploring from here. So we've unlocked, or we can unlock, expanded governance. This will allow us to have a 4th city. I'm going to go ahead and do this just because we found this other landmass, and we could potentially go over here and explore, and if it's not taken by, other NPC armies, we could probably expand. And it just looks like there's some Marauder armies here, so we could probably expand a 4th city here, get whatever resources are over here, and then continue to build our armies.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack.
So it looks like they Nimue has expanded all the way over here. So from all the way down here, probably up through here. So we'll probably have to take out this outpost if we want to actually expand here, or we could just absorb Flotsom and potentially obtain teleporters so that we can quickly teleport from over here to down here and then take the fight to her. But we'll see how it develops. And it looks like she's actually attacking us. We're going to lose, so we'll just auto count combat. Oh wow, we actually won and did not lose anybody. So color me shocked, level 7 hero. And we leveled up, and I think we can actually take the fight to her because we have reinforcements right here. Let's see what we can do. Let's use restoration just so they've got some more healing. Do fighting 1, make him a little stronger. Jeez, I'm kind of speechless. I did not expect that. We'll use army heal since they were damaged. And we're just chasing this person for whatever reason. We do have another chaplain that should be training. Yeah. So we can't auto finish and drafted blocked due to some choices we've made. So once that chaplain's done, we'll send them over here to potentially help out in this battle. And we'll get our main city to Town Hall 3, get that night unit readily available, and maybe we will go on the offensive. It looks like we finally caught up to this person. We can actually not have to fight them, use some mana, and then we'll complete our quest objective. It looks like our allies are kind of protecting us from this side of the map. I'm gonna move Saphira down here and clear out this monster den. And then after that, I'm going to go underground and clear out this monster den for this other quest objective here. And we are at almost 700 for our army power. Once we get this closer to like 800 or 900, we'll go and do the other quest objective. So it looks like we can actually integrate Flotsom into our empire. Now, this just proves how fluid this game is, because the initial, or my initial plan was to go up here, create a 4th city, and then kind of push down here with my army and use, you know, the free city and our ally here as a buffer against Siren's Throne. But I don't think we're going to have to do that. We could probably just integrate Flotsom. Shouldn't say probably. We're going to integrate Flotsom. And then we should get a hero. Yeah, so we got a hero. We can expand Flotsom. I personally, I'm going to take this node here just for the simple fact that there's gold and an iron deposit here. They can be mad at me. I don't really care. And then it looks like Nimue has returned. Not really seeing a second army anywhere, which concerns me. Oh, here they are. Looks like a couple of heroes. Maybe they did some battle. Concerns me though, we have a hero here without an actual army. So what can we do? We'll do a chaplain. Do a shield unit. And then we should have this rally of lieges. Yeah, we've got, looks like a soother. We can, I guess, to the throne city. It's not particularly what I wanted, but we'll make it work. Army heal is always ready. My domain is being invaded because Nimue's right here. And we will, we're gonna just continue and see what we can do. It looks like Nimue has vassalized. Oh, never mind. This says Overlord is Otto. That is one of the other NPCs that we are trying to ally with. So that should benefit us having that free city on our side. Should head off any expansion from Nimue. She does have a city here, which concerns me mildly, just for the simple fact that Flotsom is kind of vulnerable at the moment. The outpost can be sieged. Do the attack. We'll capture the outpost just because we can. And then from here, let's start moving this army down to where all the action is. Oh, and it looks like our mine is under siege by the NPC army of Marauder Guard. We are sharing territory, so they're gonna wreak havoc. Province claiming tag, so he won't get mad at me when I build next to him anymore. And so we're gonna continue to grow and expand and we'll push pretty aggressively down into this area. We need to clear out these NPC armies. Nimue is kind of in our way, so we'll want to protect Flotsom here. And I don't even have a vendor, so we'll start with a vendor, and then we'll kind of expand through, get some of these, archer battlements and stuff like that. So you strengthen the city. I'm gonna move our heroes down here as well, and hopefully we can build our army relatively quickly.
I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past.
So I would consider where we're at currently, like mid to late game for this particular mission. We do have our, fourth city already. I wasn't expecting that quite yet, but we seem to just be moving right on through here. We are expanding, we're growing. The goal now is to get 3 to 4 full armies of 6 and move the 3 armies that have all of our heroes in them together so that as we're doing battles, they can fight together. And, our chances of success that way are pretty high. So we're going to continue moving all of our armies down into this kind of hot spot, if you will, and, train some troops, build other cities and that sort of thing. It looks like Nimue is, or Siren's Throne rather, is 10. This guy is 9. We're sitting at 11, so we're all kind of the same city level. This guy's 10 as well. Probably should come down here and clear out this monster den so that he actually allies with us. And then, take the fight to Nimue. We'll do this, actually. That's not going to be available for a while. So we're going to do this advanced sensing. This will give us some vision and sensing since we're kind of right in the thick of it right here with Flotsom. We'll be able to see what's going on. Doesn't look like Nimue really has any armies here. Looks like they're over here. Probably going after this scout. There's another one of her cities. So the scout's actually in trouble. We're gonna run them out of her territory. And then we're gonna just keep trucking right along. Looks like the army of Otto has started attacking Nimue here at her establishment, so we're gonna just creep in and see if we can assist at all. it looks like Otto's army and our army have converged on Nimue's city here, and her army of 847 rather, which is relatively strong. Although, Otto's here, with 3 armies, a couple tier 3 units, and then we have our 3 armies here. And our, support units will be here next move, or next turn rather. So I think this one's in the bag. And then we can proceed to basically just come straight to her main city, because we'll probably vassalize this city, or at least I would want to vassalize this city, and then, prevent her from expanding out this way. So let's keep going with that. I'm going to get this natural recovery, since we're going to be traversing through our domain as we go attack her. That'll give us 15 additional hit points per turn in friendly domains. And I think we basically own this whole center section of the map. So as we do battle, we can just kind of retreat, heal up, and then, come back and attack her again if we need to. It looks like we are not actually friends with Otto, and we could fight them, but they're not being hostile towards us, so I'm going to choose to not be hostile towards them. And we're going to just run back to Flotsom and kind of, rally the troops. We'll just take the fight to Siren's Throne here in just a few turns. Looks like the NPC armies are actually pushing Nimue back to her throne city. I don't see her marked as in the void, so she's on the map somewhere, but with her main city only being protected by 1 army that's 2 units, we may just go straight for the jugular and end this. I think in about 4 turns, this match will actually be over. I'm kind of shocked how this played out, but that just goes to show you that you can't really plan for everything. You can have a plan and it can go fine, but just because you have a plan doesn't mean it's gonna work out. So we're gonna end this turn and, you know, proceed through and see what happens. So Otto decided to attack me here, but since this is about to be over in like 2 turns, I'm not actually too concerned about it. Yeah, so it looks like Nimue actually Oh. It looks like Nimue retreated back to this chosen harbor, and this NPC army is actually gonna probably converge on her and take her out. She's kind of strong, 1,000 power, but the amount of troops that he has, I'm pretty sure he can hurt her pretty good. It looks like Nimue actually beat Decimus, the Unwavering, so we may actually have to go over here and do this ourselves. But in terms of actual military power, she's still at the bottom, so we should be able to get her as we progress through here. I'm gonna float some and see what we can. You really need. There you go. So even though I'm pretty sure this will be over just a few turns, I'm still preparing and building and growing, just in the off chance something does in fact go awry and you know, we have to fight for longer. I never assume that I'm gonna win just because I think the situation is okay. It's kind of the number one downfall that I've seen some other players do, where they think it's going fine and they stop building and they stop producing units and that sort of thing, and then all of a sudden they lose a major battle, and then they're kind of screwed, and then they have to start over and they've lost the whole match. So we're gonna just oh, you know what, we can actually attack. Okay. So this is 1800 to 666. We'll do an auto combat. See, we did lose a unit, but we have more units on the way. We'll just backfill them as we go, and we're gonna vassalize this city just to give us a little bit of a buffer between Nimue's army and ours, and then we'll just keep going through until the mission's over. So Otto has taken another one of our provinces because he's a jerk, and I'm kind of hedging my bets right now because Nimue's army is pretty beat up, and I'm just gonna move towards her to help out our allies that seem to just continuously be attacking her. And so if we can get to her before Otto decides to come attack Flotsom, the mission will be over and we won't actually have to worry about losing that city. Just set this person to march their way across the map because we don't have teleporters yet. So this Infernal Hound can actually help us because they're a tier 2 unit. We'll just merge them into our army, like so. Looks like Nimue is trying to run away here, so we can either choose to leave them alone or see how this plays out over here. I think, honestly, it's going to be over. So we'll just see what happens here. My domain has been invaded. Oh, I think I bought this off of somebody, and so they're attacking it. So we'll just keep building whatever we need to do. Let's see. I don't see Nimue's army. I'm gonna go up here just because I'm kind of annoyed that this person attacked us. We'll move this person here, and then we'll go in for the attack with Saphira. Okay. I guess we're not attacking them. We'll just queue up our movement then for the final battle. The way this was going, I thought we'd be done by turn 45-ish. We're at 47, but I think that's about to be over. It doesn't look too promising. There we go. And it looks like she was defeated. And I'm pretty sure that is the end of this one. There we go. Nimue is defeated. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is over, so we'll just see what happens. Another realm has been liberated by the great Empress Saphira Goldheart. Yeah, so it's over. I'm not sure why it gave us that last prompt there at the end. Probably just some event that triggered it. But yeah, that's, I mean, less than 50 turns. I feel like that's pretty good. Normally when I do this, it takes about, 65, 70 or so. Thank you for joining today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.